Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer on mastering your Arkansas SNAP recertification. If you've been searching for the ultimate, definitive guide to securing your benefits and navigating the DHS system with total confidence, well, you've found exactly the right place. Let's get into it.
Look, bureaucracy can feel completely overwhelming, right? One missed letter, maybe one forgotten signature, and suddenly you're scrambling to put food on the table. But today, consider us your personal mentor. We're going to give you the exact tools, the insider knowledge, and the step-by-step roadmap to navigate Arkansas state requirements without losing a dime of your benefits.
So, here's our roadmap for today. We're covering 1. The basics, 2. Eligibility updates, 3. The step-by-step process, 4. Required documents and deadlines, 5. Real-life scenarios, and finally, 6. Support and next steps.
Starting off with Section 1, the basics. What is recertification and why it matters?
We all know SNAP is an absolute lifeline, but it definitely doesn't just run on autopilot. Recertification is that mandatory periodic process required by the government to prove you're still eligible for assistance. And listen, this isn't just some casual bureaucratic check-in. Failing to complete this process on time means your benefits are immediately terminated. If that happens, no fun at all. You're forced to start the lengthy, stressful baseline application process entirely from scratch. We definitely want to avoid that.
Now, interestingly, your household's makeup completely changes your timeline. Under a recent Arkansas law known as Act 780, regular households have been moved to a 6-month certification period. But, and this is a big but, if your household consists entirely of elderly or disabled members with no earned income, you fall under the Elderly Simplified Application Project, or ESAP. This grants you a massive 36-month certification period. And get this, in many cases, you don't even have to complete a recertification interview. Talk about a game changer.
Moving right along to Section 2, eligibility updates. Who needs to recertify and what's actually new?
Okay, so the absolutely crucial point here is a major update to the work requirements. Under new federal rules taking effect on February 1, 2026, the age bracket for able-bodied adults without dependents who must work is expanding. It used to cap at age 55, but soon, adults up to age 64 are going to have to work, volunteer, or participate in a training program for 80 hours a month just to keep their benefits. Plus, these mandates will now also apply to veterans. So, if you fall into these categories, just know your recertification will scrutinize these work hours pretty closely.
Arkansas also enforces strict asset limits across different households. Generally speaking, regular households can have up to $3,000 in countable assets, like cash or bank accounts. If you have an elderly or disabled member, that bumps up to $4,500. But here's a really cool exception to be aware of. Thanks to a unique policy under Act 675, Arkansas allows a temporary boost to a $5,500 limit for 12 consecutive months. This is specifically designed to help you build modest savings without instantly losing your eligibility. And you can actually use this exception once every 5 years.
All right, Section 3, the step-by-step process, your actionable roadmap.
Now that we know the rules of the game, let's walk through the exact steps you need to take. It really comes down to 3 vital things. First, keep an eagle eye on your mail for the notice of expiration. Your state agency will mail this packet out before your benefits expire. Second, submit your application. You can do this securely online through the Access Arkansas portal or by mailing or faxing the paperwork to the centralized Pine Bluff Scanning Center. Finally, you'll likely need to complete a phone interview with a caseworker. Honestly, it usually takes just 10 to 30 minutes to verify your details, so nothing too crazy.
I want to pause right here because this is where so many people stumble. A surprisingly common reason for delays or even outright rejections is incomplete paperwork. State regulations strictly require that if a document has information on both sides, you absolutely must fax or scan both sides. Seriously, don't let a blank back page cost you your groceries. And of course, always double-check that you've actually signed the application.
Next up is Section 4, required documents and deadlines. Timing is everything.
The steps are easy enough, but they only work if you submit the right documents. You're going to need your government-approved ID, proof of Arkansas residency like a utility bill or lease, proof of income, proof of expenses, and your bank statements to verify every claim on your application. But here is an insider tip for you. Pay special attention to proving your expenses. Verifying your rent, utility bills, and childcare costs is incredibly important because claiming those deductions can actually help maximize the monthly benefit amount you receive. So definitely don't skip that.
And you've got to stay vigilant about these deadlines.
Your notice of expiration should arrive roughly 30 days before your certification ends. Also, if you're subject to regular reporting, pay super close attention to the DCO 124 report form. If you miss that reporting deadline on the 5th of the month, your benefits could be completely cut off by the end of that very same month. So treat these dates as non-negotiable appointments. Write them on your fridge if you have to.
Moving on to Section 5, Real-Life Scenarios. Let's see how the rules apply to you.
Let's put these abstract rules into perspective. Imagine a 20-year-old living on their own, trying to claim their rent and utilities to maximize their SNAP budget. While Arkansas enforces a really strict rule here. If you're under 21, you can't just tell the caseworker what you pay. You are required to provide a formal lease in your own name or a signed statement from your landlord or parents detailing the exact costs, just to claim those vital deductions. Good to know, right?
On the flip side, let's look at another major life change. Declaring a pregnancy during your recertification interview is incredibly advantageous. Once the caseworker codes this into the system, it doesn't just protect your household from certain work requirements, it can actually increase your overall SNAP allotment and instantly trigger cross-enrollment into the WIC program to get you even more nutritional support for you and your baby. It's a huge win.
Finally, Section 6, Support and Next Steps. Where to turn if you need help.
We're reaching the end of our explainer, and we want to ensure you have the resources to cross the finish line with total confidence. If you ever feel stuck, you can always call the SnapArc Call Center hotline at 1-833-762-7275. This is managed by the Arkansas Hunger Relief Alliance. They provide independent, statewide advocacy and step-by-step application help. They will literally walk you through the process if you're struggling, so don't hesitate to reach out.
You'll also want to keep a few other vital resources handy. You can use the Access Arkansas portal at access.arkansas.gov to upload your files securely online. Call their helpline at 1-855-372-1084 for technical support with your accounts. And if you ever lose your EBT card or need to reset your PIN, the EBT Help Desk is available 24/7 at 1-800-997-9999. Definitely save those numbers in your phone.
Before we wrap things up, we do need to give a quick disclaimer. Please remember that government programs frequently update their rules, income limits, and procedures. Because of this, always verify your specific standing, requirements, and the most current information directly with the official Arkansas Department of Human Services.
All right, so are your documents ready? Your benefits are entirely in your hands, and you now have the roadmap to keep them flowing. So look at your calendar, set some reminders right now, grab those pay stubs, and ask yourself, what is the very first document you're going to track down today to secure your household's future? Take control of your recertification today. Thanks so much for joining us on this explainer, and good luck.